pal Rob. Today we are going to be taking a look at a list of the 10 games I want to play that I have that just sit there on my shelf. I look at them and I go, oh, okay, I think I'll play these, and then I just don't ever get to them. And they've been sitting on my thing for forever, some of these. At number 10 is a game that I'm actually bringing back in. It's actually Root. Okay, I had this game, I had the original game, and then I gave it away in an auction. And then I've heard so many great things about it that I've actually brought it back in, and hopefully I'm going to get to it at some point. But I got everything for it, and I'm really looking forward to trying this game out. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I want to try Root. At number 9 is a game that's similar to Root, and that is Oath. Oath seems like another great game everybody talks about. I don't have it. I'm actually bringing it in. I will actually have it this week, and we're going to give it a go. And I'm really looking forward to playing Oath. At number 8, I've played the original Aeon's End, and I played it once. I played it at, it was BGG's convention, and I really enjoyed it. So I go out and I buy all of it, and you know, they come out with a new box set almost every year. They've come out with the Legacy, and they've come out with some other stuff, and I just never get around to the newer stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this latest edition that they've got coming out, and I'm determined to get this to the table and play it in front of you guys. I think this will be just a fantastic game to play and have a lot of fun with. At number 7 is a game I really like. I read up on. I tried to mess with it a little bit. I haven't had the time to finish painting it, but I put it out in the storage unit, and I got to bring it back in, and that's Bard Song. I don't know why I keep putting it off. I've had it for a while. I'm really looking forward to getting it to the table. It's just, it kind of is becoming one of those games that may get lost in the shuffle. It looks really interesting. I've heard good. I've heard bad about it. But I like to make my own determination as far as how we go about those things. And that's just one of those games that I think it's going to take a little time to get to with the list of stuff that we have. But at number 7, it's Bard Song. At number 6, I've played the original version 1,000 times, and they have come out with a new version of this game time after time, and that game is Necromunda. Necromunda, I got a chance to play the very first new edition for a little bit, but they've come out with so many different editions. I've got them all piled up, and I've got tons and tons of guys to put together, and I keep on saying, I love Necromunda. It's one of my favorite games. I read the rule book, actually, and I go, okay, this looks pretty good. And I just never get to it. So Necromunda at number 6, believe it or not. At number 5 is a game that, you know, I really like Pandemic. So when they came out with this, I was like charged up to play this, and every time, you know, and I figured, because my son plays World of Warcraft all the time, and we are talking about World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. This game came out, I got it, it sat on my shelf, and then when my son started playing games with me again, I said, oh, well, this would be good to really get him all jacked up, and we bypass it every single time. It looks like it'll be fun. It looks like it'll be better than playing Pandemic. And every single time, I pass over it. So, World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, it's just sitting on the shelf, still in the wrapper. I don't know what to tell you. Not a good way to go. At number 4. Number 4 is a game that I purchased a book from Drive-Thru RPG. I was all set to play it. I was very excited to take a look at it. One of my favorite channels that I enjoy, Geek Gamer, and Dungeon Dive with my good friend Daniel. They came out and they were talking about this game, and me being a person that really enjoys playing 4 Against Darkness, D100, I thought Iron Sworn I was going to play play it as much as I played the other 2, but it turned out to be that it was so, not that it was complicated, there was just a lot to it that I kind of overshadowed it and kind of went away from it, and I was very disappointed that I didn't get to this table. And now they just come out with a science fiction version of it, and I was really looking forward to it. And again, it's 500 pages, and it uses a lot of your imagination and things like that. And where I kind of like a little bit more structure, I'm hoping to get this to the table. We'll see how it goes. But it's another one that just kind of sits there and I don't get to. At number 3 is a game I have the entire Kickstarter for. I paid a whole bunch of money and I bought this off eBay. I was excited to get to it, and that is the Edge Dawnfall. Beautiful game. People have done wonderful videos on it, got me all hyped for it. I get it in here, and I've yet to paint it, yet to play it, yet to do anything with it. And it's one of those things I just scratch my head with, because I walk by it in the storage unit and I go, man, I should pull this out, bring it back to the house. This would be fun to do. And I know how to play it. I know what to do. I know it's going to be fun. I just never get to it. And it's a head scratcher. It's just one of those things that just sits there. And it just boggles my mind at times. As well, the rest of these games on this list. At number 2 is a game that you're going to see a video a little later in the week when I ask you a whole bunch of questions about a sequel to it. And that's Nemesis. Nemesis and Nemesis Lockdown. Now, I sat and I painted all of Nemesis, and I kind of did a dry run through how to play it, but I never played it all the way through or even got going with it. I watched tons of rules of videos on it. I read all the rules for it, felt I knew the game, felt confident with the game. I like the game, but I've yet to get it on the channel, yet to play it all the way through. It looks fantastic. It's one of those things I keep on saying I'm going to get to the table, and I never get to the table. And Nemesis is just one of those games that just kind of sits there, and I look at it, and I'm looking right now down at Nemesis Lockdown with all the really new, the space station type of thing, and I'm like, oh, this would be fun. I should paint this up. And it's just kind of sitting there, and sitting there, and sitting there. I need to get that to the table, don't you? And it itches my brain, because it's right up my science fiction, alien type of thing, and I just don't get to it. I need to. I definitely need to. But my overall number 1 is a game that I took time to learn, took time to paint, did a video on how to paint the figures, to do the sun drop on them, was ready to do it, and it sat on the shelf forever, and it's still sitting there. Then we had to move. I moved it to the storage unit. I looked at it, I go, I'm going to do this because this game is fantastic. I took all the time to learn it. I know it inside and out. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. And it sits on the shelf. How many times has this happened to you guys? That number 1 game is Tainted Grail. Tainted Grail is gorgeous. The play, the way it works, the way things happen with it. It just looks like it's a fantastic experience. Something that you can't wait to play. And all the wonderful things about this fantastic game. The figures, the the cards, how you resolute, going through your quests and everything, and moving through everything. It has all the things and clicks all the buttons I want in a game, and yet there it sits. It sits on my shelf, and I need to get these to the table. I need to get all of them. It's just which one's going to be the first one that's going to crack the ice, because that's what it really comes down to. Which one am I going to pull out and then go boom? It's going to just start a wave of playing all these games. I don't know. We'll find out, but I need to do it. I like to see which games that maybe you have sitting on your shelf that you have been itching to play but never get to the table, or haven't gotten to the table. I really look forward to seeing what you guys think. Do you match the same things I do, or are there different things that you just don't get to that table that you want to? I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying, we'll see you soon.